Once upon a time in a land far, far away, nestled between snow-capped mountains and sparkling rivers lived a young dragon named Dalia. Now, Dalia had a problem. She was afraid to breathe fire. Oh yes. Even dragons need to learn this very important skill. You know, the whole breathing fire thing. But Dalia just didn't feel ready. Maybe she wasn't brave enough. Maybe her fire wasn't strong enough. Or maybe, just maybe, she was afraid of failing. So there she was perched atop a very tall mountain, staring at the swirling mist below when suddenly a wise old owl flew past and hooted. Even dragons fear their first flame. Dalia jumped. She hadn't heard the owl approach. Its words echoed in her ears. Even dragons fear their first flame. Was it alright? Was she afraid? Well, yes. She was scared of breathing fire. But maybe that wasn't the real fear. Maybe it was the fear of not trying. The fear of looking foolish. The fear of being all alone. But then something inside her shifted. A tiny spark ignited in her chest and she tried. Oh, so hard she breathed out a small puff of smoke. Then another. And with each attempt, the smoke grew larger, turning into a small flame. It flickered and danced in the wind, mirroring the emotions in her heart. At first, it was small, then bigger, then even brighter, as she took off into the sky. Other dragons flew past her. Their flames burned strong and bright, casting shimmering lights on the clouds below. With each passing dragon, Dale's heart sank a little. They were so much braver than her. So much bolder. Maybe she really wasn't meant to be a dragon rider. Maybe she should just give up. Then another voice echoed in her ears, comparison dims your spark. It was true. All this time, she'd been comparing herself to other dragons, to their skills, their bravery, their confidence. But it was okay to start small, to begin with just a flicker, even when others were already blazing bright. Because in the grand tapestry of courage, each dragon's flame had its own unique shine. And as she focused on the fire within her, something incredible happened. Her flame burst forth. Not in a burst of anger or fear, but in pure excitement. Her wings glowed with an inner light, illuminating the path ahead. And with a newfound confidence, Dalia breathed a mighty roar. I may not be the biggest or the brightest, but I am Dalia and I too can light the way. Then as she soared through the skies, she saw young creatures looking up at her with awe and wonder. Some huddled around flickering candles, afraid to blow them out. Others sat with blank journals, unsure what to write first. Still, others clung to the edges of cliffs, taking their first steps. And as they watched Dalia, something stirred within them. A tiny spark ignited, mirroring the one in Dalia's chest. With a gentle smile, Dalia swooped lower, letting her flame dance across the clouds, painting the sky with hues of pink and orange. As the sun peeked over the horizon, she knew she wasn't just flying into a sunrise, she was flying into a new day. A day filled with possibilities. A day where even the smallest spark could light the way. And that's when Dalia realized. It wasn't about being the brightest or the bravest. It was about starting, about taking that one step, breathing that first flame, because your beginning inspires others to begin. And as long as she kept her flame alive, she would continue to inspire those who looked up to her, showing them that they too could be Dalia, that they could light their own path and burn bright in their own unique way. The end.